Hey everybody, hope you guys are healthy and safe. I have here the Vivo X Fold 3. I did not get this guy from Vivo. I got it from Trinity Electronics in Hong Kong. They are probably the fastest phone importer on earth. If you want to buy this phone right now, they have it in stock and they ship to most parts of the world. So anyway, the Vivo X Fold 3, I'm excited about it because it is the new thinnest and lightest foldable phone around. Plus, it has Vivo software image processing, which is in my opinion the best in the business. So I have very high hopes for this foldable phone camera. So let's do a quick unboxing. Here it is. This phone measures only 5.2 millimeters thick and 11.2 millimeters when folded, and it weighs 236 grams. You have a triple camera system here with a 50 megapixel main camera, 64 megapixel periscope zoom lens, and a 50 megapixel ultra wide. We have a 120 watt fast charging brick, a USB-C cable, warranty card with a semi-ejector tool, and a pretty nice case with a kind of fake vegan leather cover. So you just snap on to the back like this. It will actually cover the hinge of the case. So that's about it as far as the packaging. I'm gonna set up the phone. Since this is the China unit, I will have to install Google apps myself, and then I'm gonna take it outside and start testing the phone. Okay, I have set up the Fold 3. Setting up Google is very easy. You can just sideload the Google APK and then everything will run normally. Even the calendar, the Vivo calendar syncs directly with Google Calendar. So I didn't need to install Google Calendar on the side, which is what I need to do with some other China ROMs. Now there is a lot of bloatware that comes with Origin OS. By bloatware, I mean like third-party Chinese apps. But Vivo lets you uninstall all of them, including Vivo's native apps, like a lot of like these Vivo Play Store, Vivo Theme Store. You can actually uninstall all of them, which is good because a lot of other brands like Samsung, Google, Apple, they don't let you uninstall their own apps. So let's take a look at the hardware. So you have a 6.5-inch outside screen. The aspect ratio, it's very similar to a conventional phone. Now this foldable measures 11.3 millimeters when folded, and it weighs 236 grams, which is lighter than the OnePlus Open by a few grams and much lighter than the Galaxy Z Fold 5. It's like 20 something grams lighter than the Z Fold 5. It is still heavier than the Honor Magic V2, but this camera system should be much better than the Magic V2. So the main camera, it's a 50 megapixel camera from OmniVision f1.7 aperture. Image sensor size, I believe 1/1.3, which is pretty large for a foldable. And then you have a 50 megapixel ultra wide camera and a 64 megapixel 3x telephoto zoom lens. So I don't expect this camera hardware to beat the Vivo X100 Pro or the Xiaomi 14 Ultra, but I have tested some shots already and it does look pretty good because Vivo's software image processing is so good. And I'm also happy to report that the portrait mode with the vintage film filters here. This is my favorite shooting mode of any phone in the last 2-3 years. Let me grab a couple of shots here. It kind of gives phones this vintage vibe that makes it look like it was shot from a film camera. Of course, if you don't want to use that portrait mode, the normal camera is pretty good too. And the zoom lens is really good all the way up to 10x. For a foldable phone, I really can't complain with this camera. You're watching 4K footage shot with the main camera, the Vivo X Fold 3 right now, 4K 30. Let's do a 3x zoom. So now you're watching 3x telephoto zoom. Stabilization is looking pretty good even though this is a telephoto zoom lens right now, a 3x zoom. You see you're getting some natural bokeh. You can do a 6x zoom. 6 is digital. Back out to the main camera. And an ultra wide. So now this is an ultra wide camera right here. Main camera footage, Vivo X Fold 3. You have a 32 megapixel front-facing camera on both screens. Speaking of both screens, you have an in-display fingerprint reader, not just on the outside screen, but also the inner screen. Unfolding the phone, you have the 8-inch screen on the inside. As you can see, the crease, I wouldn't say it's invisible. You can still see it when light hits it in a certain way, but definitely a lot less visible than a Samsung Galaxy foldable screen. And I think you can see right now this home screen is pretty lively looking. This is Origin OS, And simply put, I really like Origin OS. I wish Vivo would port this over to its global devices. It's colorful. I love the interactive widget. For example, you can start recording a voice memo directly on the home screen with the home screen widget right here. And likewise, you have this local music player that actually supports Spotify. So when I'm playing Spotify, I can actually control the music directly on the widget, and I can even see the album art cover. I love that. It's just like a nice little touch. Now, if you're a fan of music, you just like seeing the album art cover. You'll also notice this little widget right here. So this is Vivo's native large language model ChatGPT like app. It's called Blue LM. It's basically a ChatGPT. You can ask it more complicated queries. And also one more note, I'm very happy to report that on YouTube, you can split YouTube horizontally, not just vertically. And also Gboard will also split the keyboard when you're on the larger screen. This is software optimization that was not in the first two Vivo X Fold. I am glad it is finally here. So if you remember my video on the Vivo X Fold 2, I said I was disappointed by that phone because it was very heavy at the time compared to competitors, and it didn't really improve much over the original Vivo X Fold. I'm happy to say that the Vivo X Fold 3 fixes that. It is a big improvement over the first two X Fold by shedding so much weight. The first two X Fold was just way too damn heavy, and the camera system is really good for a foldable phone. Now, this is not a full review, obviously. I will do more in-depth testing, but so far, look at these photo samples. I think the cameras capture some really good shots, particularly the vintage portrait mode, because Vivo's software processing is just probably best in class for now. HDR is best in class, vintage portrait mode best in class, and I believe this phone also has IPX5 water and dust resistance. I will double check on that. Inside is a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 with 16 gigs of RAM with a 5,700 mAh battery, which is, I'm pretty sure, is the largest battery in a foldable phone right now. So Vivo managed to put such a large battery in a foldable that is still thinner and lighter than every other foldable out there except for the Honor Magic V2, and it somehow put two in-display fingerprint scanners on both screens. So this phone is only selling in China for now. I'm pretty sure this is not going to get a global release. Like, I would say almost no chance. So if you want this guy, you will have to import it. As for the price, in Hong Kong right now, I got this for 12,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is like 1,600 US dollars, still cheaper than what Samsung or like Google charges for their foldable phone. This is considered expensive though for a Chinese foldable, but top-notch hardware, man, top-notch hardware. So yeah, that's about it for this quick look of the Vivo X Fold 3. I will test the cameras a little bit more. My SIM card is going in here tonight. After I install all my apps, then I'm going to be using this guy, so expect more videos. So if you want to keep up to date, please subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.